Another one. Another one. Thank you. Yes, sir. Y'all know what we got going on, man. We mic'd up today. We finally got a microphone, man. It feels so tough. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I just want to hold it like this. I really could just say it, but I'm gonna hold it like this. I don't know why it seems so much more fun. But anyway, how y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? Did y'all bang today in the live? Right? We went live today. We caught two absolute crazy bangers on live, both over 100%. And sorry, I just finished hooping. So I'm like, excuse me. Can I film, please? But anyway, so yeah, we got a guest joining us today. She want to learn how to trade too. So anyway, yeah. So market, obviously, we finally got a little dip, right? Finally, nice little pullback, and basically everything I said that would happen on last week's video, you can go back and check. I did on Friday. On Friday, I called it. I said, all right, no matter where we go, if we gap down, I want to see us set a lower high in this zone. We tapped it to the T and rejected and came down. Smacked a nice little 200% on some puts, man. And then the best one, because I caught that earlier before I got on live, because I was waiting for this to deliver. So after that delivered, we caught this banger right here, baby. Oh, this was so tough. I drew this out. I was like, hey, it'll probably do like this, right? We get back in. Boom, you'll go ahead and target the anchored VWAP, right? It's anchored VWAP from Thursday's low. So let's see how accurate your boy is, man. Let's see how you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Come on, man. Look. This is when I was live, right? Mind you, I'm live, so this is all. I'm like, hey, ooh, we already caught 40-50%, so I'm all right, smooth. Look. Bang. And then, of course, later on, it ended up hitting the anchor VWAP right here. So pretty smooth day, man. I'm not gonna lie. Today was super simple. Nothing crazy. No crazy news. No crazy data we had to worry about. Nothing. So with that all being said, let's get into the game plan. See what's gonna be popping for the rest of this, or not the week, but the tomorrow. All right, we'll go for simple tomorrow. So first off, zoom out. Right. How do we look on the hourly? So we finally got that lower high that I was talking about. All right. So we got a high, a lower high. We did set a lower high today on the hourly, and possibly as of now we have a lower high right here. So if we gap down again, right, this is what I'm hoping for. We can finally come down if we redo close or not close below. If we get back below, because I don't know if we gap down or gap up, right? We gap up. Obviously, you got to watch and see if 718 holds again. We push back up to 720 over 720. You got your 722. Simple. Keep it simple. Don't do too much. Don't second guess it. None of that. So just if it's holding, you'll know if it's holding, right? And it starts to push back up, and it starts to push. You're gonna aim for 720, right? Well, first you gotta trim obviously the 719.75, but 720.75 break over 722. Keep it simple. Downside, and mind you, this applies whether we gap down or up. Either way, even if we gap down and we push like this, right? Same rules still apply. You just want to watch, no matter where we gap at, you just got to watch the reaction. Literally what I said today. What did I say? I said, or not yesterday, Friday. I said, no matter where we gap up or down, we still need to test the zone and see if we can set a lower high, we did, which is perfect because we still caught a nice little 80% of calls off this, off the anchor VWAP, right? Which was super simple, right? Because look, all we had to do for that, before I changed this, because I didn't move it earlier today. Look at that. Market open, bounce off anchor VWAP, break out, retest, right to the top, right? Super simple. All right, yeah, let's go back to downside. So downside potential. Remember what I said in Friday's video that if we were truly bullish, we should get some sort of bear trap, into bull, continuation. So with that being said, obviously all we know is that we don't have much to look at, right? We have between 706 and 714. So in here is where I would love for us to even if we just come back like this and go from here, that'd be fine too, right? Anything we can get below 714 to 711 in this zone, right? I would love this as a pullback, hourly, whatever. If it wants to go lower, obviously, like I said on live, I would love for it to be something like this, right? You got the zone, all this liquidity trapped in here, blah, 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 blah. Break out, sweep, too hard. Break out, sweep, maybe in here again, and then maybe sweep this bottom. Or if they want to do it all in one day, right? They want to trap tomorrow, whatever. Sure, people think we're going to go down and then squeeze it back up. Because that is the technical setup for a bull trap, right? Remember bear trap. We have bull traps where they do like this. And then they come take out a low. and then they squeeze back up, right? So you're gonna have to watch that. So that technically would be right around here. I don't know, smaller time frame. I guess you could use 7, 14, 7, 11 levels. Either way it goes, you're gonna have to be careful. In these puts, like even today, I sold my first set really fast for 200. Because we got that thing in like 2 candles. This was like, yeah, it just started dumping. So I got out as soon as the gap closed. Just because I don't want to, you don't want to be in that position where you're good, like you're up money, and then you get a random wick, right? Or you get one of these, right? Where you're like, oh, should I take the profit? Well, I'm gonna just wait, and then 5 minutes later it's cooked. So I didn't want to do that. So I did obviously, take that profit. But I will be looking for some sort of I keep saying bull trap, bear trap this week. Unless, of course, you remember, zoom out. Oh wait, wrong chart. Sorry, I'm looking at Tesla. I hate Tesla, I'm not gonna lie. Absolutely hate it. Disgusting stock to me. No, I'm just joking. I'm going a little too hard on my boy Tessie. It was my favorite stock when I first started trading. But yeah, so look, boom, we get that megaphone top, right? And we kind of broke out. We got the retest, right? On the smaller time, I'm not small, on the bottom of the range. So now remember I said, damn, we came all the way up to the top of we straight blasted through this whole rejection zone. Mind you, this whole zone was all of this, right? All this for months and months. Every time we tap it, crazy sell-off, crazy, huge, sharp. And then see, when it came up here, sharp sell-off, right? Consolidated a little bit, but it still ended up going back down. So fast forward, this is where we are now, right? And this is why I said you got to be careful going long here, because if they truly want to trap people, we have all this liquidity in here, all this liquidity down here, right? If they really want to go up higher, right, they'll come snag all this first, right? Even if it's just they do it one at a time, or if they do it all together. So definitely gonna be watching that 714. That's when you got to start being patient, buy. And if you're gonna be in puts, like I said, just buying after you get the first push on the the day or whatever, make sure you switch over to like the 1DTs and stuff like that, just so you don't have you don't have a wick that kind of screws you or does you bad. Because I know sometimes, you could be in a trade, go to the bathroom real quick or something, and you get one like these. So you might be on the toilet, right? You be on the toilet, you hear a wick, you like, was that trading view right here? Beep. You like, oh, I'm up. You come back, red. So yeah, just make sure you buying time. Make sure y'all being careful. And yeah, man, the live was absolutely super fun today. Like I said, all my lives are already recorded, posted in the channel and stuff like that. So just keep it simple. Like I said, zoom out. When in doubt, zoom out, right? Even with this right here, remember what I said? I said, hey, even if we have this huge candle, we are still below anchor VWAP. We just tested the 5-day, and we're still below resistance. So we don't know yet. Like I said, it's only been 1 day. It's my first day out here. I don't know. So, we don't have much to go off. We can't scroll left. There's nothing left of us. So that's another reason why I keep saying I would prefer it to come down. Then we can really test some of these levels, man. Because I'm like, bro, I don't know if, I don't know what this is, but we're just trading intraday, right? We're doing what we got to do to make the money intraday. Obviously, no swings yet. Well, I did swing a few puts, but obviously huge, selling momentum. So we should get at least, even if we get only 50% of this move, that'll still somewhat bring us right around today's low. So I did swing a few, got some runners. You always got to swing some runners, man, just in case. Especially if, Iran, all that stuff. If Trump's like, screw your plan. I don't want to be a part of it. It's over. Iran we don't need Iran. Just in case he goes on one of his little rants overnight or something like that. Yeah, I don't want to be stuck trying to just go long all the time, right? That's why I said it's just so scary going long. So watch out for this bear flag, right? Anywhere in here, even if they do gap us and we do come up here, you still could set a higher low, right? You still could set a higher low. Because this, it just ended flat on the day. So we still got to be careful in here. But yeah, keep it simple. Obviously, let's check the VIX real quick. Oh, my stomach hurts. I went and hooped without eating. I'm starving. All right, so the VIX is back above that trend line, right? You got to be careful. We did get a nice little pop today, but still nothing crazy. Still not over the 20-day SMA. Rejected it. So we're sandwiched between the 20 and the 5. So if it wants to smack, set an alert at that $19. We get over that, SPY will probably finally get that little pullback that we want. But yeah, man, don't chase any move, right? I know I saw a lot of people today trying to chase the puts, chase the calls. You just got to be patient, man. You really have to be. That's really the best advice I can give any trader, right? So, you have to smack our little. Sorry. Using my phone as my webcam, so that's why I love Apple products, man. You just put your phone right there, turn your Mac on, and now you got a webcam, right? Who needs to buy an actual camera? DSLR. So yeah, keep it simple. I'm not really seeing much else other than at least come back and test this, man. Like, come on, bro. We can't just keep having these 1 week retests, right? These little one week. I mean, we can obviously, but I just prefer not to, right? I would prefer us to do what we did on the smaller time frame, right? How we kind of broke down, retested, right, and then came back into the channel, and then take off like that. Like, that'd be the most ideal, right? Anywhere between 712 to 711, or if, like I said, today obviously the best level was this that 715 for sure. But other than that, like, I ain't really. Yeah, nothing really crazy going on. All right, we are in this home. Make this bigger for you. So let me identify these different channels that we're in. Right, we had the aggressive mind channel, right, in between here is orange. That was our aggressive, right? Bang, bang, bang. We kind of started to bounce toward the end of the day, but I wasn't buying it obviously because we weren't going nowhere, and we had broke under the level. So we had that. We have this, moderate level, nothing too crazy. Ooh, I cannot draw. There you go. Right? So we got this in here. We finally broke back above, and then we retested it. So that's why I'm like, hey, if we want to come back down, literally right here. And we have this major, the big one, right? Bottom, bank, reject. That's why I'm like, okay, even if we get some sort of lower high, we still can, make that leg down. So just be careful. Don't rush, man. Don't chase. The move is always gonna be there, right? You're always gonna be able to catch something. And even if you don't, there's always tomorrow, right? So keep it careful, right? Like I said, we're still in this overall channel. So yeah. Oh, see, this is basically what we did on the smaller time frame, right? We had this chop. Got back in, chop a little bit more, and then mink. Right back up. But keep it simple. Dang, I'm over 10 minutes again today. My fault. Went on a little rant about Trump and stuff like that. But either way it goes, have fun, man. Be careful. Y'all do your thing. I got a mic now, so we're finna be live every day. We already were live almost every day. I think I took like 3 days off. Felt like forever though. But we back. Some crazy money. I even told everybody, I said drop some dubs in the chat. Let's see. Yeah, we were spanking today. Yeah. Chat was definitely dubbing up. Dub. We was dubbing up. So like, subscribe, turn your notifications on so you can see when I go live. Obviously we'll catch more bangers. We do this every day. Show me a trader who really live trading and making money in every day. They always try to show you that after the fact. They be like, what happened was I took this short trade here and my stop loss was right here and then I got out right here. Perfect trade. Like, I ain't trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Show me the trade live, man. Show me when you getting in. Show me when you getting out. Show me the updates. That's literally what we did today. Every time I'm like, hey, I'm up 40%. Let me trim. Hey, I'm up 60%. Let me trim. So yeah, man. You show me somebody who can do that, we'll talk. But until then, y'all know who the best trader is on YouTube, man. Stop playing with the kid. I'm just messing. Y'all have a good day, man. More power to all y'all. Long, short, no matter. We're all just trying to make a little money. So if you're doing your thing, man, just stick with it. Be patient and have fun. And also, it goes 76ers. I ain't gonna lie. I need 76ers to win over New York. So see ya.